everyone, it's Emily here. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you can't tell, I am somewhere different today. I'm actually at my friend's house and we're going to be redoing her entryway. We're going to be giving it a makeover, fresh start for the year and everything. And I'm really excited because I actually get to partner with Hobby Lobby for today's video and work with my friend on it. And I'm so excited. It's like the perfect combination, you know? So I'm actually going to take you to the store and we're going to pick out items to decorate her space. And I'm gonna take you along. So the first thing I asked her was like, what do you like about the space? And she's like, nothing. I was like, okay, we're gonna jump off for the blank slate. She actually doesn't want to use this, but I was like, I think we should try to use it. The reason she didn't want to use it is because I really don't feel like it fits with my home. And I'm like, it is a little bit different for her style, but I think it has good bones to it. It's a really good size. It comes off a little bit red in the camera. It's not. It's actually like a kind of like a lighter walnut color, but it's got slate in it. It's got glass and it's just a good size piece. She got it for free. So she's like, I was just trying to work with it. And I was like, let's do this. Let's see if we can work with it to warm up the space a bit. And if you still don't like it, then we can always paint it or stain it a different color. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna work with this and everybody is gonna have some piece probably of furniture that they're gonna try to work with. It may not be something you absolutely love, but at the end, you're gonna love it. I promise. We're gonna make it work. So I hope you enjoyed today's shop and decorate with me. I'm really excited. And yeah, enough for me. Let's head on to the store and do a little shopping. The main thing that we needed for the space was a mirror. Now, she really liked the gold arch mirrors. They're pretty nice. There was a really tall one and we thought, ooh, that would be pretty over in the space. So, you know, you can see yourself before you go out. But then it was like, oh, she's like, I kind of want one over the cabinet. So I said, all right. So we still found the same arch mirrors, a little bit wider, but it wasn't high enough and we didn't want to hang it. We're kind of going for a certain aesthetic here. And so we found a really pretty option. For decorating, think of it like a recipe. You need certain items for the recipe to turn out, and then you can add in those pops of different flavors to just make it even better, right? So decorating is the same exact way. She wasn't sure where she wanted to start with this space, and that's where I came in to help. But I told her to go online, find some pictures, what stands out to you. And she kept saving a few pictures all the same. And I was like, okay. I said, we may not be able to find those exact pieces, but what do you like about this image? And she really liked the texture, I like the mirror, I like the table and all that. I was like, okay, so when we're at the store, let's find pieces that are similar to that, that give us the same vibe that you're getting from this picture. And that's exactly what we did. So as we go shopping, it's kind of like trying on clothes as well. So it's a recipe and clothing. When you are at the store and you're buying a piece of clothing, you usually try it on sometimes before you leave to see if it fits. Well, decorating is no different. If you can, and there's space in the store, which is something I love that Hobby Lobby has, is space in the aisles, is that you can start pairing different items together. And I do this when I'm at the store. So I will gather one piece of decor that I really like, and then I will start going and finding other pieces that I like, and we'll start pairing them together at the store. See what fits and what doesn't. Because sometimes we might like a certain item, and then we put it over with the stuff and I'm like, oh, that doesn't look so good like I thought it would. That is okay. It's a process of elimination and it's good to decorate that way. And as I've decorated my home over the years, I add things, take away things until I find that happy recipe that I'm like, yes, it's exactly the way I want it. And that's the same thing that you can do at home too. So don't be intimidated when you are decorating your home. Think of it as a recipe and how you can try those pieces on at the store so you can collect them. And guess what? If for some reason you don't end up using all the items, you can always return them. It's okay. That's why they have return policy, you know? Aren't the vases just beautiful? There's so much texture and different shapes that you can choose from and colors, and they're such a good price, 50% off. They rotate the sales at Hobby Lobby, so just go on those weeks, save your favorites. Again, you can order these online too, but I love the shapes that they have, and they're so affordable. I mean, look at the texture. Oh, I would like them all. So I wasn't sure if she wanted to have any kind of decorative art or just art in general, and she's like, no, I just want to have a mirror and some really pretty texture and accents on the table. I said, all right, but Hobby Lobby has some beautiful artwork. I love the top right one here. They have options from spring all the way till Christmas, obviously, but they have some really good pieces and great items for layering and decorating your home, getting that style. They have modern all the way to farmhouse. We grabbed this mirror here. It is really big and heavy, so it takes a little bit, but we ended up grabbing 2 of them because I thought it would help balance out the size of the table. The table's 5 feet wide, and so the height is wonderful, but I thought, let's pair them together. She's like, you can do that? I was like, absolutely. You can layer mirrors together too. You can layer mirrors and art together. We are actually going to layer these mirrors next to each other in a sense, creating a little bit of a focal piece here. And it's just amazing how much just adding the mirrors change the way the space looks. I mentioned when we were shopping for the items, mirrors are 50% off. So these were such a great deal. And you can actually see her black curtains that she has in her dining room. They look really good on the wall, let me tell you. They just add that big, bold contrast that the house needs. It's beautiful. So to pair with this, we were looking at vases, and I love Hobby Lobby's selection of vases. Oh, they're so good. We actually found a couple different vases. She loved this one. She saw this on this rack and she's like, oh yes, this is coming home. I was like, all right, sounds good. This was a really good deal too. Vase is $17. This one was $7 and it's flat on one side. So, but look at the texture on this vase. I was like, oh yes. I like that. I need one too. And then we got this big, pretty vase too. Look at the texture on this one. Really beautiful. We're pairing those with the mirror, and I was like, they're not a good enough size. And we need something a little bit more substantial because we're trying to add balance to the space. And then we went over to the other aisle with taller vases. This beauty. It's such a good deal. It's a really good size. And she's like, well, is that gonna work for year round? I said, absolutely. She's like, well, I don't really want to change out my decor every season. She's like, I wish I could, but I don't have enough storage for it. I said, that's fine. I said, if you want a different look for as the year goes on, I said, just change out the florals and we'll get a completely different look. And that's something that when we were looking at the items for this space, she really wanted to add some lavender. She said, the lavender they have is so pretty and realistic. And I was like, it is. So we paired it with, and she's like, I don't like it anymore. I was like, okay. And so then I showed her, I was like, what about this greenery? She's like, I don't really like that. I said, well, let's try it out. We picked out a couple other greeneries, and she ended up choosing the one I liked, which was kind of cool. And when I took her shopping, I wasn't trying to convince her of a certain style or anything. I really wanted her to pick out items that she thought would look really good, and then we just narrowed it down from there. I kind of gave her like a roadmap on how to find certain items in a sense, you know? So this vase would be beautiful here on the side, but we're actually gonna pair it here in the middle. I think it will look really good in the middle for the style we're going for. I did end up picking out two different florals for the space. This one is so whimsical and just airy. I don't know, it's a fern, but look at the color of the fern. It's light, and she really likes real plants. She's got a ton of them in the house. She's like, so I wanted to do something darker, and I was like, let's just give this a try, and she thought it looked really good with the mirror, and it really balances out the tone of the cabinet too. So it's a beautiful light colored fern. Oh, love these. I need some of these. And then we got this other one that is slightly darker, so you can kind of see the fern. This one's just slightly darker, and it has a more plastic feel to it. This one is very kind of realistic. This one is not as realistic, but it's still a good option. And so I thought these two would look really good together because it would fill up the space as well. And then we bought all the ones they had of the ferns. So I was like, we need some extra because this vase is big. And something you can do when you're decorating with bigger vases is fill the bottom with some paper or tissue or something so that your florals just don't flat out to the side. They kind of hold their shape in a sense, or put a vase in the middle. So these florals are just a little higher than I would like them. So I'm just going to bend the very ends of them just a teeny bit, and we can alternate the heights too. These are definitely my new favorite floral, that's for sure. Oh my goodness, they are so pretty. And just having that slightly darker stem in there adds that little variation that you want so that they look more real. So. And now you can just bend the stems a bit to make them lay the way you want to. These three items together are, oh, so good. And I love the way the table enhances the way it looks. I think it actually complements it quite well. These away, you can kind of see how pretty of a statement that is just with the vase in the middle. But we want to add a little bit more. She wanted a little bit more on the table. She really likes black and gold. And I was like, we need to add some gold. She's like, what if we do black candles? And I was like, we can do that. I said, but I think the gold ones are gonna look really good. One thing I love about Hobby Lobby is that they have sales on all of their home decor, and they rotate it. So some weeks are vases and florals, other weeks are candles and other home decor and art. So you can always find it 40 to 50% off, but look how beautiful these candles are. Oh, these are really nice. So I thought they would look really good, and we paired, believe me, we paired black candles with this and the gold, and she was like, I like the way the gold softens it. It does, it softens it a lot and just doesn't make it so harsh. For candles, I wanted something different for her that was a little bit more modern, but also have like a softer feel to it. And we found some chunkier candles, but they wouldn't fit on the pillars. Look at these. They come in a set of 2, and they were $3 for the set of 2. They're real candles. But look at the twist sign on that. Isn't that good? Just to show you how different the look would be if you changed up just the color of the candlesticks, okay? Look at that difference there. It's very different from the light, and I think the light is just perfect because we have a lot of dark accents in the home, And the mirrors, I don't want to take away from that. So I think the light candles just look really good with the greenery and everything else. They have these in the white, cream, black, I think red, and green. To finish off the entry, we're actually going to leave her accent chair there. It's not her favorite, but I told her, I was like, you know, it actually kind of goes, it brings in that vase, it has the same coloring as the vase. I said, we'll just add the black pillow as an accent and stuff, and I think it will look just fine. The kids use it to put on their shoes to go in and out, so we want to leave that there and make it still functional for her. But I really think that keeping this cabinet, because it's such a substantial size, it's pretty deep and everything and wide, and then elevating it with the mirrors just gave the area such a good look, and it feels fresh. It doesn't feel cluttered, but it's the entryway. It's like what you see when you enter into somebody's home, and she really wanted that to reflect the rest of her house. And I think we did a pretty good job. She actually likes the table now with all the decor on it. She's very happy with it, and that makes me happy that I could bless her and take her shopping and do that with Hobby Lobby and stuff. So I really hope that you guys have enjoyed today's video and got some decorating ideas and tips and tricks on how to decorate your space in your home and stuff. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Everything that you see in today's video will be linked in the description box below. Just tap that more button right next to the title and it'll all pop up down there for you and everything. But definitely make it into Hobby Lobby. You can shop online as well, and they rotate their sales. They have so many good pieces out, and you can revamp your entire home. They've got organization too, so they got you covered. I hope it helped, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.